Good morning. Well, yesterday when I got cut off because my batteries died, which was probably quite fortunate for you, when I was telling you that I'm a has-been. And when you get my age, that's what you've been. You've just been a has-been. And I was telling you about one of the things I had been, and that was that we had a bed and breakfast. And it wasn't a huge bed and breakfast. We lived in the upstairs. That was our home. There was 4 bedrooms, so I had 3 bedrooms that I could use for the bed and breakfast. And I was written up and recommended for Country Inns. And the two reasons, it was decorated very nicely. It was really quite nice inside. I had a lot of comments. We had people West Coast, East Coast. It was funny, I never had anybody from sort of the central, like I never had anybody from Illinois or Ohio, but I had other states. I had Michigan, Minnesota. Oh, I love the people from Connecticut. They were so nice. The Carolinas. And anyway, so the other reason I got recommended is we really had good food to eat. We really did. And I never cooked a pancake. They never got a pancake from out of my bed and breakfast because I thought, hey, they can make that at home. Probably they have that. What they got, we had a really good local bacon. So they always got our Valley bacon. They got, I fixed a potato dish that was outstanding because we lived in Idaho. So you had to have Idaho potatoes. I had, once or twice I even had cold poached salmon. I had asparagus casseroles. Anyway, I had the traditional, some of the traditional stuff, and I fixed eggs, not necessarily traditional, not fried eggs, but they would have eggs, maybe bacon, potatoes. Those are pretty traditional. Muffins maybe. Some morning it was Danish pastries or a Jewish coffee cake. There was coffee, there was tea. They always had some kind of fruit. In the summertime, I would serve the fruit in ice bowls, and so I went, and it was a fun thing. But I want you to know, when I say these things are a fun thing to do, it meant also there was work involved. You know, it was changing sheets every day and washing them and make sure they got on and the beds made nicely. There was coffee to be made, placed outside their door first thing in the morning. I got up at 4 o'clock to get everything ready and going, and this breakfast. But it was enjoyable, and I'm glad we did it. I'm glad that's been in my has-been. And I'm just a plain Jane, so what I have been is just plain stuff. I've had some stores, I've managed some stores, I've worked in some stores. And one of the things, probably some other things too, but one of the things I've been asked is where was my favorite place to live? And my answer, with the exception of one, has always been where I am right at that time. That was my favorite place. And so now if you would ask me where my favorite place is, this is my favorite place. I love my little kitchen, and my house isn't all that big. I can keep it clean, and I enjoy it. And this morning I'm in the process of making bone broth, and so it's just a nice life. But these are some of the things that, you know, that possibly you could do on a farmstead. You could have stores, you could have gift shops, you could sell your products, and there's all sorts of ideas out there, and they're fun things to do. Yes, they require work and extra time and all of that, but it's worth it. Okay, one other story, and I'll end with that, I promise. In our bed and breakfast, we had a dentist that would come up. We were a little town, and so we had to borrow a dentist from a big town, and he'd come, and he was there for Monday, I think Monday and Tuesday. So Sunday night he would come and he would stay with us. And I found out that Chad the dentist loved ice cream. And so one morning, and this was on a Monday, not too many other guests were ever there when he was there, sometimes, but most of the time not. And so one Monday morning, I had an ice cream shop. I said, okay, we're going to do something different. And we went down into the ice cream shop, and we all made banana splits. And he got to put anything he wanted. Chocolate syrup, cherries, any flavor of ice cream that I had, which I had quite a few, and nuts, and just on and on. And he had such fun. I thought it was so funny because he's a dentist. And so after this, and this is before, I mean, this is sugar, but it didn't seem to matter at that time, and I didn't know the difference. And he could even have blueberry sauce on it, for that matter. But it was just fun, and I thought, here's this dentist eating all this stuff and then going on working on people's teeth and saying, be careful, brush your teeth after you eat sugar, and I suppose he did, I don't know. Anyway, it was a fun thing. So whatever you do something that you like doing, and you'll succeed at it. So that's my survival of '80s story and my habit.